let's see the remaining documents. It was already said by me, by Isabel, and also by Dirk. The accounts are concerning the last accounting year. So the accounts, the management declaration, the annual summary, the audit opinion and control report, they cover the July 23 up to June 24. Next slide, please. In the accounts, the certifying authority should follow the template as it is published in the implementing regulation, and there are the separate appendixes, so this has not changed. Any deductions which are discovered during the between the moment of final interim payment application until February, so has to be made in the account, reported in the relevant appendix, and that's nothing new. I'm not saying anything new for you. Amounts to be recovered and irrecoverable amounts, these are two categories which are not new for you, but they will be treated a bit differently from the previous accounting years, so that's why I put them on the slide. They have to be reported, of course, and the Commission will exclude the amounts from calculating the final balance. So when we calculate this 10%, remember, we will exclude any amounts which are to be recovered. What is the logic? The logic is that these are irregularities established by the managing authority and in process of recovering. So we will exclude them, we will not pay them. The managing authority should, however, inform us of the outcome of the recovery procedure. If the outcome is successful, well, they managed to recover the amounts from the beneficiary. They inform the Commission, and the Commission will say, fine, everything has been settled. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, sometimes it's not possible to recover, so the recovery procedure, for whatever reason, is not successful, and these amounts turn into irrecoverable. It may happen before the closure submission date, it may happen also after. So in such case, if there are amounts, irrecoverable amounts already in February 25, you know that something cannot be recovered, you report it in the relevant appendix in the accounts, which I forgot the number, but I think it was number 5 or 7, doesn't matter. And the Commission will also exclude these amounts from calculating the final balance. Why? Because there is a separate process that will need to be followed. Normally, it's the geographical units who are doing an assessment, a thorough assessment, whether all the possibilities of recovering have been exhausted by the program authorities. And if this is confirmed, then there would be a payment, extra payment from behalf of the Commission to the member state. If after February 2025, amounts which were reported to the Commission as amounts to be recovered, but the process was ongoing and you didn't know the outcome of the recovery procedure, so let's say in 6 months' time, you don't manage to recover, it is possible also to inform the Commission, and those will be moved from one category to the other. So from amounts to be recovered, they will be transferred into irrecoverable amounts, and the same logic will apply. You would be asked for information to enable the desk officer to assess whether the correct procedures have been followed, and if the answer is yes, the amounts would be reimbursed to the member state. So I think that would be the difference between the accounts and the irregularities, how they are treated according to the previous accounting years. The next one would be the management declaration and the annual summary. These are documents prepared by the managing authority every year, and I like very much my picture here, more of the same. So there is no change. There is no further information to provide. Excuse me, further information to be provided, and yeah, I have nothing more to advise you on that. And the last but not least is our colleagues from the audit authorities who have to prepare the audit opinion and the control report. This is also following the template which is established in the regulations, and it's the same for every accounting year. The control report, however, has a few things to be considered on plus. So in addition, this is information on any open findings, ongoing audits at the commission level. So it could be our colleagues from the DAC or colleagues from the European Court of Auditors. Such audits normally are the audit authority is aware of those audits, and they have to be described in the control report if they are ongoing, because we are fully aware that not all the audits, unfortunately, can be finished on time for closure. The next bullet is not relevant for the ETC programs because it concerns financial instruments. And the last two is the assurance that our audit authority has to give on the reliability of the data on indicators, and the assurance which we already mentioned in the first section, that the public expenditure paid to the beneficiary is at least equal to the fund's contribution received. This famous Article 129, which I think a lot of you were concerned about. So this is an obligation of the managing authority, but also the audit authority has to provide its opinion in the control report. And I think with this, we will conclude. And I would just like to say that we are all in the same boat. I mean, we are a crew, and we have to communicate well between us, managing authority, audit authority, certifying authority, and commission. So I'm looking forward to working with you.